Hello. Hello, Big Daddy. Hello, everybody else. It is time for more. More has been demanded. More of this. Ooh. No. Why are we selecting this? No. This. This one. Get my finger warmed up for if it happens again. So, last time on Dragon Ball Z, we got through the Hanu's trial of reeds. We have successfully dismantled them verbally. That's Viola. Ta-da! Ding! We are now on our way to the first dungeon. And on the way to the first dungeon, I have a tri-finger butthole. I have a tirade prepped up and ready to go. Which I'm pretty sure is going to... Actually, no, it has to show up. There's a very specific line and a very specific scene. I'm going to pause it, and I'm just going to pull the ripcord, and I'm not going to shut up. I mean, this is sort of what we're doing here anyway, but... In any case. Monocle's up. Swords out. I had realized, as we were wrapping up the stream, that because I hadn't handed this quest line in, that none of the side quests in this area were going to be available for ether currents, which bummed me out in the moment. And then as I thought about it, I realized that I'm not going to get flying here anyway because we need to go up here. So it's not that big of a deal. I'll just do it next week. Rortao will hopefully show up in time. I'm not sure where he is. He's awake? Alive? Question mark? Sometimes things happen. But we have a little bit of time, I think, before we get to that point. And I mean, and this is always the case. If there's something you want to complain about, even if we're before, during, or after, just saunter on over and bring up the topic. We've been over it, like we'll just hit the, we'll hit the greatest hits. And if it's something we haven't talked about, or like if we're going to get into it, well, I mean, that's already happened. We sort of have to we get excited about it and then we have to push ourselves away. We'll figure it out. But anyway, got a rock. Isn't that right, Wuk Lamat?
Hello, I'm here. I'm late.
Oh, hey! I stalled a little bit for you. It worked again. I've literally just... This is the opening talking to Wuk Lamat. So, you've missed nothing. Your timing... If you had waited like another 5 or 10 minutes, I would have gotten a little worried. So your timing's spot on. Anyway, Wuk Lamat's journey is...
I was making dinner. Also, I don't have your stream up. As in, I can't see what it's called.
Oh, I'm a moron. I'm a dilly dilly. Let's see. Get that going. Okay, there you go. What happens when you vibe to your own music a little too hard? You forget crucial parts of setting up. Okay, that's all looking fine. And I don't think I need to check anything else. Oh, I do need to check anything. Close. Thing that makes sound. That actually would have been hilarious if I fat-fingered my foobar button and then all of a sudden just random ass music starts playing over the stream.
Oh, I thought you were muting me.
No.
Because I am also the thing that makes sound.
No, well, this is the thing that would just start blaring Dark Tide music. I'll reserve that as a bit for later, but it's not a bit yet. Alright, here we go, everybody. My journey's just started and already I've met so many wonderful people, like Wuk Evu. Wuk Lamat's a Wuk Evu fan. We've been over this. He's a bit eccentric, but...
Well, that's more of a reason to not like Wuk Lamat, I'm sorry.
She has sandbagged her own cause. And there's Linu Hanu. It warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend through Ihihana and to help others do the same. Can't help but feel excited thinking about who I might meet next. overcome. Let's head back to gibberish. Yeah, that's almost frustrating. Oh, they all pop now because I'm leaving. Oh. Noted. My home point's still an old Charlian. That's no good. We can fix that right now. It's everyone! What do you got? When Wuk Lamat declared her intention to stay at the festival, I feared where it would lead us. I'm glad my concerns are unfounded. Traveling in so large and diverse a group is unfamiliar to me. If she could see me now. Kahiko would be happy with it. Blah. Anu's festival must be Kryl. I know Zoraal Ja was not at the Hanu village. Yet in a contest like this one, it's only a matter of time until the claimants are pitted against each other in direct competition. Wouldn't that be great if that actually happened? Look at us! The contest has barely begun. We've already got 2 keystones. Surely even my talented brothers aren't doing this well. They're doing just fine, and don't call me Shirley. I'll be making this joke every time they say Shirley. If you haven't seen Airplane, you're just not going to understand.
Surely he wouldn't.
I really would, and don't call me Shirley. Here we go. Ready for the next feat. Now, when keystones are both a feat of reeds and a feat of gold. Surely that means our... Surely again? Well, come on, it's been 30 seconds. Who's writing this crap? Continuing to retrace Bakool Ja Ja's journey as presented in the saga, we should be finding remaining electors in turn. Let's visit the giants next. Like Kryl said, the fact that they were searching for the Golden City might mean that they know something useful. Yoma, the Ihuykatumu is in the upper reaches of Urkapacha. Unless you're keen on scaling the cliffs, we'll have to take the long way around through Kozama Uka. This route will take us close to the Moblin village, which is another important location in the saga. Since we'll need all the keystones eventually, it makes sense to pay them a visit while we're passing through. We call the Moblins first, then. Let's head there now. I'm afraid right now it's going to be a problem. The flight of we wingless, the great stairs leading to the Moblin settlement, collapsed in the storm. What are we to do then? Climb it. Get your... Never mind. There is an alternative, but it requires preparation. Until it's ready, you could rest at the cabins or see more of the city, whatever you prefer. Just to be sure, you'll accept any method of travel so long as it gets us to our destination. Of course, who do you take me for? Somebody who doesn't like boats? Seems we have some free time in our hands. Let's make the most of it. Immediate nap. Also, I'm hoping there's a close-up on the Warrior of Light's face in any of these cutscenes. This is the sleeper hat. I need to get my axe repaired. It nicked the blade pretty badly when I took a swing. That reminds me, I never got around to introducing you to Rotblade, did I? He's the man in charge of the Wachumeqimeqi, and a good person to know. Want to come along? Sure, why not? That's a good close-up. I'll take that. I want like a real, like, whole face and frame. I will take that. Surely the writers at their B team. It's true. Let's go then.
I like that I could hear the moment where your brain was like, what was it that Vortil said that he used to remember Wachumeqimeqi again?
That was literally what happened. It's like when you have one of those old hard drives and like when you're spitting something up, it's that mechanical crackling sound. That was my brain. Markets of Wachumeqimeqi to the east. Now, would you look at this? Would you look at this? I do enjoy that. So I do like that back in the day when they first implemented this in Endwalker that you had to, if you did anything to jostle the followers, like they would fall off. So I do appreciate that they let you do Ethernet shards at least. And then if you want to have the immersion of walking around there, it's available to you. Ah, Ralsaj. There we go.
If you really actually cannot remember her plotline. I know I liked it, but I actually don't remember what the fuck it was.
She's good at making things of decent quality, but really, really quickly. And then she hangs out with a chick from the Moblin goldsmiths, who's good at really, really high quality, but she works slow. And then you do a lesbian matchmaking with them, and then they start making really good stuff together. Which is...
Oh yeah, that was the part I really liked. I remember now.
Which is absolutely tragic if you may be crushing on the blacksmith to realize that you're actually giving away your own game. But never mind that. I'm happy for her and the other one too. It's the third promise. How might I assist you on this fine evening? Buff a nasty neck out of me, axe blade. Been chipped quite terribly. Trying to cleave rocks again, were we? Womp womp. Alright. They're good at crafting here. Who's your companion, if I may ask? An adventurer from across the salt. I brought her here to meet you, actually, though she may have reasons to visit Wachumeqimeqi sooner or later. Not on this character. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ropley, humble representative of this grand center of trade. A pleasure to meet you. You there, stop dithering in the shadows. Maximum dither. I've seen that man somewhere before.
He's a loser on the boat.
Loser on... Oh, we're gonna get a loser boat flashback? 100%.
Hi, I'm a loser.
I remember it like it was yesterday. He's a loser on a boat. A loser you met on the voyage over. Oh, I remember. I spoke with him too. Fonjintane? Yes, that was his name.
I'm willing to give Wuk Lamat a pass on that one because I also don't know how to fuck to say his name.
It's good that you remembered it. I'm horrible with names, so Wuk Lamat has one up over me on that. You've been loitering like a flighty admirer who can't pluck up the courage to confess his feelings. Out with it then. Why are you here? I forgot. You have to chase this guy down to the beach. I wonder if he can use someone to talk to. I say we go and ask. Let me know by Link Pearl if you find him first.
Hey, Wuk. He's a loser. I don't care. We can just do something else.
All right. So, here's a previews of the Wachumeqimeqis. She makes juices. It's a fun little storyline. You learn a little bit about Moblins. She writes books and makes books, which is kind of a big deal because books, as we've been saying before, are not common here because people don't read because they're dumb as bricks. Legitimately, though, there is like a strong oral culture in Tyrell, and so she her task is that she's trying to get all of these stories down before they're lost to time. It's a kind of cool story. It's kind of interesting. This is a lesbian blacksmith, as I mentioned, which is... I'm still upset about this. Fisher Quest, 100% peak, as all Fisher Quests are. You hang out with a blue mage, which just makes me mad thinking about it. But, but, if you want blue mage content, you go here, and apparently nowhere else.
I feel like it's mandated for the team. It's like, all right, we need our best writers to do the fishing quest line.
Dude, I don't.
The one skill that barely anybody actually uses that much, and it kind of just fulfills itself. We want the most amount of writing on the fishing quests.
The crafters and gatherers quests mostly consistent and fun. Particularly when they went over to like combining everything together, starting at the Crystarium. It's been good all around. Look at Don Hanno, all pleased that he gets to hang out with the Blue Mage. Ah!
Don't worry, guys, we got a Blue Mage update. Occult Crescent has Blue Mage stuff.
Fuck God.
Where you learn a whole total of 5 skills.
Just.
And then never use it again because other things are optimal. I suppose you could argue you could actually play Blue Mage with a tank, but that'd be about it.
Yeah. He's cool, he's fun. All he does is think about fish. That's all there's room for in that pretty empty bird head of his. But he has optimized the use of the space. He's got that.
He's the
going
embodiment of ignorance is bliss, honestly. Just...
You know what he is? He's more fun than the freaking elephant Arcasadora guy. Like, his personality is he's a fisherman. And it's just like, damn it. This guy's better. Anyway. And then this guy is the minor forager. There's some good Vieira / Shatona lore in this. Also low-key gay. It's not
low-key, though.
Look, there's nothing low-key about this.
That key's in the top shelf.
This is optimal gay experience. That one is more of a, I guess they could still be friends though. But so it's good stuff. I know that the having to do all of the crafting levels is a bit arduous if you're not terribly interested in it. So it's fine.
Going through crafting nowadays. Why is I doing crafting before? Oh, for food, because I couldn't trade for food. That's what it was. Once you get to like 60, and it's weird that it's 60, but once you get to about 60, the collection stuff is super easy to make in high bulk, and you just hand them in like crazy, and you gain so many levels in such a short span of time. Gathering is a bit more tedious because you do have to wait on timers, but that is also fairly quick.
We're gonna... It's the Unbound quest line. Oh! I just tingled. Some of the best Dawntrail content is the Unbound quest line. Low bar, high bar, say what you want. It is so good. It has restored my faith in this writing team. That somebody there knows what the hell we're supposed to be doing. Hello, Font Gene Tane.
I do think that after this, we got a bit of a reshuffle in the writing team.
I think so.
That's going to be my assumption, because like a lot of the stuff that's come afterwards has done a decent job repairing and fixing a lot of the misery. We aren't quite back at peak yet, but that's okay. We've only just started. We've got Evercold to make up for that.
Hopefully. And yeah, so there is 7-2 when we see real Sphene, we're like, okay, this is good. And then 7-3, pretty decent things, and by that point they've like fixed all the rough edges. And then I always forget her name, the Aura Asian.
I remember her as Irish lady.
Irish lady. Like every scene sees it. It's her scene. By design, of course, but like if you didn't have the writing to back that up, you would just be mad. Anyway, it's loser. You were conversing with Master Ropley, but wait, we've met before, haven't we, on the ship? Harold. Almarut, thank you. I'm so ugh. I'll know it like that once we're into Evercold. I called the other cat.
Yeah, I call her Irish lady because I can hear every so often the slight Irish accent comes in. And I always think, somebody's going to think she's Scottish, because they always do.
It's so, no. Well, I get, yes, you're right, but no, they're wrong. There's a...
Admittedly, I haven't had anybody mistake me for being Irish in a long, long, long time, but it used to happen a lot.
I am not... I will not defend humanity on this. It's entirely possible these people are out there. It just hurts me. It's a reflex. Anyway. Why did you run off like that? Did you have business as Robley or not? I'm sorry. I'm a loser. Aw, what are you going on about? Don't ask me to explain. Sorry, the more you tell me not to, the more curious I become. Besides, it looks like you need a friend. And you've got a friend in me. You're too kind.
I do, I do sort of like the way that Wuk Lamat put on the angry eyebrows to say, I'm sorry, but you just made me more curious now, as if you're not getting away.
I know.
I kind of like that a little bit.
Oh yeah, well I'm
like
gonna
imagine made me more curious.
A bit cat-like. You tell a cat not to do something, it's gonna do it. You are too kind. So be it. I suppose I can share with you a morsel of my misery. Before I came to Tuliolal, I worked as a goldsmith and the most prestigious jewelry maker in all of Ul'dah. Eshtaime's Aesthetics, which I think is a place that you go to along the way in your goldsmith quests. Oh, it started off well enough, but as the days passed, everything began to go wrong. Compared to the masterpieces of my talented colleagues, my products were lacking. Mediocre. I lost all confidence. Crippling doubt had possessed me, and any veneer of bravado I tried to put forth soon cracked beneath its weight.
Is that the jeweler I think it is in Ul'dah?
There's the one that's
if it is,
it's over on the side.
It's like so out of the way. I'm surprised it's doing business well at all.
It is a... I interpret it as a place that doesn't need foot traffic. Prestige clientele, word of mouth. Like, you go there for the fancy stuff. Whenever you do, like, you go there for, like, weddings. It's a deep pull, but I think when you're doing some of the Alamigo goldsmith stuff, like, you go there and you're just, like, we're working on this music box. It's incredibly intricate, so we need to go to the best of the best. And Big Daddy was busy pentamelting, so we go to them instead.
I'm gonna go to that shop right now and see what else actually in there.
Yeah, so it's high end. There's not. It is that high end store. Like, you can walk in if you want, even if you don't have money, but you're not gonna buy anything, and they're just gonna stare at you till you leave. And then if you walk in with money, you will be tended to. That kind of a place. Anyway, thus that I take ship, hoping to find a fresh beginning on new shores, yet as you witness, I lack the courage to even approach a potential employer. You stand before a man wallowing in the wreckage of his ill-spent existence. Here's a gun. All right, then, you offered a morsel, then served us the full course. You must have really wanted someone to hear your story. If you like, I could try to give you some words of advice. You have experience with my predicament, a feeling terribly inadequate compared to your undeniably superior peers. This is a good bit. I'll give them this. They were really heavy-handed on the shonen crap beforehand, but, like, this is a great turnaround. It's all back. It's all brain. And then the facade goes on, which then becomes a relevant plot point once he starts not doing this. And then she learns to believe in herself, because that's the shonen way. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. This is fun. I'm talking over it. I'm just stepping on it, but whatever. You've all seen it before. Daughter of the Dawnservant. You remember the royal family. Please forgive my presumptuousness. But what of you? Have you ever measured your work against that of your colleagues and found yourself wanting? No. Can't measure your worth
Where's
by this.
the no option? Where's the no option? That was my instant answer to his question was no. I'm the best person in the raid group. There's no debate. Like, it's over.
I'm top DPS. I do all the mechanics correctly. I've never seen a Vuln stack. All Estinian does is stand in AoEs and die. So, it would be nice to have a no. It would be nice to rub it in its face, and then Wuk Lamat has to be like, "You can't do that. Come on." We don't get that. So we have a on occasion, which is just a blatant lie, or the deflect. Oh yeah, it's that. It's just like, are you rich? I'm just like, oh, I don't really have that much money. It's just like, well, how much money do you have? It's like a few million. What? You're rich? Ah, I'm not really rich. How can I not? Should my work not meet the same exacting standards, no new commissions will be forthcoming. What then was the point of my becoming a goldsmith? Looking back, 'twas my father who inspired me to take up the trade. His exquisite creations brought radiant smiles to the faces of his clients. Several snooties. When the course of striving to be the great goldsmith as him, I lost sight of my original motivation. All I wanted was to spread joy through my craft. Get an epiphany by the docks. Perhaps I'll give this one last try. Thank you for both reminding me of what is truly important. Nice talk, loser. What is truly important?
That is what he said.
This monocle's doing work in these cutscenes. I'm so happy.
Sorry, I'll let you go.
I almost didn't add it to the hats, but I'm just like, there'll be a scene, and it's just gonna totally break the mood, and you'll love it. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, I went to the shop. They actually have useful shit in here.
Oh, interesting.
Unironically. So they have a wedding ring. This is where you can buy a wedding ring. But they also have like crafted gems of multiple kinds for crafting, which can be quite handy if you want to get them in bulk.
Interesting.
So it's actually a useful shop, a way out of the way.
It's a secret meta. Damn. What a pull. Well, now we know, everybody. If you're leveling Goldsmith, or if you're doing a Realm Reborn crafts, another place to consider. I'm sorry, I wouldn't mean to ignore you. But yes, I'm glad to see that loser is giving himself another chance. Alright, let's go back talk to him. I'm bound. Oh, it's so good.
Blame. The mount is unavailable in this region, I'm afraid.
I know exactly why they don't do that, but I'm still upset. I do appreciate Jog, at least.
Was there a reason you chose to walk back?
I started walking and then realized I could have aetherided, and that's when I wanted to pull the card out.
You realized when you were halfway between both points before you exit.
Yep. Because like on the map, where I was like here. I rounded it. Maybe I could. Maybe.
Streamer, you could have just casted return and then teleported there. That'd be faster.
That's actually a good idea. Found his curse, guys. I'm in a cooldown, but I mean, you'll get that back in a cutscene. I am a goldsmith and will die in faraway Eorzea. Bold request, I'd like to continue practicing my trade here in Wachumeqimeqi, if you will have me. You were looking for work. Can yourself hired. We're always in need of skilled craftsmen and women. I'll handle the necessary paperwork. Can you start tomorrow? Thank you both again. We got a job. Had you not come to speak with me, I would not have had that moment of much-needed self-reflection. I got my ears talking to me. Alright. Come to the entrance of High Tide Hab. I need a weapon. Behold the sublime touch of a Wachumeqimeqi artisan. For some reason, you cannot repair your gear here. Good luck. Let me know if that doubt creeps back in. I'll happy to talk you out of it. You're head for the harbor. Wouldn't want to keep Erinville waiting. We can wait a little bit. Alright, there's... It's up... technically, this is faster. Just barely. There it is. Effectively going for the hunt board. Hello, everybody. Wait, Alice, I'll talk to you. Waiting was making me hungry, so tried a taco. Oh! The taco wars have begun! What did you do? Want to re-examine the Zoraal saga, so we continue apace, we shall come face to face with those enormous yokoi. Wandered to the Bayside markets and found earrings almost identical to mine. They indeed seem to be common travel charm. That's relevant. Enough with the secrecy. What's this big plan of yours? That is my big plan. A boat! With the combat already on top of it. What is that? It's a manatee. She'll be pulling our boat upriver. How do we know she won't thrash about and sink us instead? They're gentle and timid creatures for the most part. She's unlikely to cause a fuss unless you give her reason to. First alpacas, now manatees. We're relying on a lot of animals for this journey. Our guy's an animal handler. Yeah, Cryo gets it. Be my old nemesis. Wah, wah. Took it for someone who's up for the challenge. Was I wrong? Erinville doing the older brother bit. Long ago, when fighting still raged between the clans, the inhabitants of Kozama-uka rowed these riverboats to move swiftly through hostile territory. But the vessels still see little use with Zoraal now at peace, so I was able to borrow one from one of the few which remain. I did consider a dirigible, but the pilots warned me that the updrafts near the falls would make landing difficult, arbitrarily. Don't worry, we'll be in a balloon later. Said you borrowed one, yet there appear to be several on the water. It's Koana. Traveling up the river, I presume. It's a subtle point that he calls her Lamati, which is an early sign of familiarity between the two. Also that he's not a total jerk like the others. Seems that way. Does this mean you've earned 2 keenstones already? Can't believe how well you've managed despite undertaking the contest alone. I was never alone. I have my own entourage with me since the beginning. my friends? It's been, well, not that long. Thancred, Urianger, what are you doing here? Escorting a promise, the same as you. I heard much of the incomparable Archons during my time at the studio. As soon as the contest was confirmed, I thought, who better to recruit to my cause? I contacted the Scholark, who arranged an introduction to these two gentlemen. Hey, Snooty. Several, you mean 3 or more? We can only fit 3 in the shot. Second promise had specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must boast both proven surviving skills and mastery of the arcane arts. Thus did Thancred and I receive the summons. My own studies concentrated on technology which our people could readily use, such as inventions born of magitech or clever engineering. Where magic was concerned, I covered only the foundation. Knowing you two, I expect you had other reasons for accepting this job. A few. The nation of Tuliolal spans an entire continent. Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged into instability. What? Thancred, why are you... Everybody's buying this bullshit for no reason. Thancred, you were undercover in Garlemald. Do you know what a greater power looks like? Thancred,
well, we tried, guys. We went quite a while without having a ramble, but now it's begun.
No. This is the ramble. I'm waiting for a very specific thing to be said, and then I'm gonna let loose on this fucker right here. Ever have we striven to preserve peace? Where is our place if not here and now? We did our due diligence, of course, and made sure who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavor. He's been more opaque than Urianger at times, but is surprisingly... It's quite enough of that. We must be on our way. Wait, I have one question before you leave. Kawana and Wuk Lamat are vying for the throne. As Kawana's entourage, does that mean you're resolved to defeat all of his opponents, including us? We're sworn to do all in our power to win this contest for Kawana, even if it means competing against our own comrades.
I'm so fucking mad.
We tend to hold nothing back and expect you to do the same. And we won't disappoint you.
I'm pissing blood.
Thought you were taking a... Yeah, whatever. Okay. This shit. So, all the way back, our first real fan fest experience was the runway into Dawntrail when we were all this super hype. And all the way back then, Yossi goes and he drops this cheeky little, oh, maybe the scions that you'll be running into will be rivals. And, oh, look at this. What could this possibly mean? But I filed it away and was like, oh, that'll be cool to have like this friendly little competition. And then this scene happened. Like, you already sort of know that Thancred and Urianger are running around doing your own thing. Kawana makes a reference to Archon allies in Birdland. And so you're like, so maybe you put 2 and 2 together there. But then this scene. And then Alisei goes, wait, we may have to fight each other. And then Thancred looks at the camera and says, yes. And that is a hype moment. Because then you look at the Warrior Light and they're cool with it. Alisei wants to fight. These two guys want to fight. You want to fight. The Warrior Light wants to fight. And then this is a called shot. You're like, oh, goddamn, I want this. This needs to be a thing that happens. And in my mind, I'm already, like, the single player duty, like, it's already playing itself out in my mind, right? Because you're thinking, like, this is going to be, you have to fight all these, you know, it's these losers in the background fighting that loser in the foreground. And then it's you, and then it's Thancred and Urianger, and they're going to be tricksy and cool, and Urianger gets to pull out all sorts of, like, constellation tricks and stuff like that. And then I really got thinking, I'm just like, okay, you know in Shadowbringer, the Ranjit and Thancred fight, like, what if you're Ranjit and you're trying to beat this guy, but he keeps, like, stealthing and stabbing you in the back? I'm going nuts thinking about this. All the cool possibilities. And, like, this is what all it was going to be, right? You have a single... There's some cutscene. It goes into a single-person duty. You guys have a tussle. Somebody gets knocked on their ass. Warrior of Light, they either like run away from the Warrior of Light, or maybe they get to pull one on the Warrior of Light, and then like Wuk Lamat blocks an axe or something, blocks the gunblade with her axe, and you're like, cool, thanks Wuk Lamat, we're buddies now. Like, and then maybe you don't win, maybe you don't beat them up, but then like they have to go away, you have to go separate ways. Like, it was so hype. I was so looking forward to it. But it never happened! Fucking hell. It's all this crap that we're dealing with the gross mishandling of things. Like the Pello, it was boring and awful, and we wanted to die and let ourselves end. And then in the same chat, we talked about how we could make it better. And it's like, oh, it's just bad writing. Urianger will drop one rock. That's all he needs to do. Fuck it. And then we're talking about the Hanu, about how everybody was just so ridiculously stupid, but like the pacing of it was good. Like there was good stuff in there. This is a lie. We are being lied to, and we still haven't gotten that fight. Like not even as a sparring match. Not just Alice pulls us aside and says, "I have some unresolved issues to work through." Like nothing.
Hey, Yoshi P and team, I know you're working on that cool fight with Thancred and Urianger, but do you remember that instance we gave when, there was a body swap incident and how the entire community rallied against it? Do we want this to happen again? Okay, maybe we should remove it then.
I think they did nerf the unknown Garlean a little bit.
They nerfed that in the oblivion, like... That was for me. That was the most fun single-player instance
in the
game for me.
It was so intense because, I remember getting out of that initial fight. So, Van Daniel goes to and just let's start this out with a little life or death, and I have 20% health at the end of that one, and I'm not regenerating health. I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
It's actually, it's really well designed in that you tend to escape a lot of encounters by the skin of your teeth if you're a decent player. There's the problem. Most people who play this game are not decent players.
That was so...
And the thing is, they still had, very easy mode selectable if you ended up get your ass kicked, but players' egos got hurt because the very easy button showed up, so it should just be nerfed because I can't do it.
It's unfortunate. So,
it's goddamn, I'm just spitballing. I'm just a random theory I had in my head as to why we didn't have anything. But I don't think it's probably not the case, but... It
could be all spectacle. But it's just you, Warrior of Light, take weapon, shove into Thancred's face. Thancred takes weapon, shoves into your face. Alice knocked on her butt. Alfino gets his hair tousled. I don't know.
Alfino gets a wedgie.
Cryle, who knows? Think of something.
She gets shoved into irrelevancy.
Perfect. It'll prepare you for further shoving later. It's narrative building. Guys, how can you do this to us? I'm hurt.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it's the hype for this entire thing that they build up for so long. I think the best way you put it is, yeah, they did lie to us.
This is a lie. This is what this is a promise. This scene here, they're like, oh, we may have to fight in the future. It's just you goddamn better. Even the fight could be completely inconsequential. It could be we just brushed paths, right? Those low stakes, no stakes. Maybe Wuk Lamat, I don't know, loses 5 feet and then gets it back later. We were promised. Promised! Anyway.
There's already a lot of promises in here, though. There's the first, the second, and the third.
Well, the fourth promise is this goddamn fight.
I know we're a bit ahead of the game, but if people know what's happening in the future, you know why we're incredibly mad. at what is going to become of this entire scenario.
It's.
Don't worry. I'll point out when the fight between these two actually happens and when it ends. You will not be prepared for it.
Blinking, you'll miss it. Yeah, that's the thing. When we get into the dungeon, and then he does double down to break the wall down. You're like, that's foreplay. So I'm putting it back up. Still mad about this. So Urianger and Thancred are just like, we're gonna fuck, it's gonna be great. And we're just like, hell yeah, we're gonna be there. And Thancred and Urianger do that, and we'll be like, see you later, gorgeous. And I'm just like, now you're just hyped even more because they give you that little taste. You go to the candy shop. You're like, oh, I want all of these, and then they give you like that little one bite of fudge. You're just like, oh, I would love a lot of fudge. Then they close the candy shop. No. Anyway, what's this?
Essentially, in the grand scheme of things, both Urianger and Thancred are actually not very good at sex. That's just what we came to.
That's why they're perfect for each other, because they're both awful at it. Alright, Kalana. If even you have been forced to travel on water, then the others will be doing the same. I'd rather walk than risk confrontation on a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat. It's true that I can't stand boats. But I trust the route Erenville has chosen for us. Leave the handling of the manatee to me. Should other wildlife attack us, however, I may have difficulty keeping her under control. Do your best to draw them away as far from the front of the boat as possible. I'll cast NP. We shall remain on the deck and stand guard, although it may be wise to have at least one of us sit up front with Erenville. Carl wants to fight. I'll take any chance to show you that I can hold my own on the battlefield.
Wait, this is a dungeon, right?
Yes.
I've got my events mixed up. And I think I know why I got my events mixed up. I'll go into it when we're done here.
Keep Erenville company. With my blade, I can respond more quickly. If a fight breaks out, I'll try to stay out of your way. Alpha will endeavor to provide aid where it's needed. They should cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready.
The slow pan away to the text that says the dungeon. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh no, he's scheming in the shadows. Let the hunt begin. Could have been over with this. It's Ihuykatumu, the river dungeon.
Yeah, so the reason I got the events like mixed up in my head is not just partially because this is a load of nonsense we're going to be doing for a bit, but there's the Wuk Lamat kidnap moment that happens, which I also have a problem with, but we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. That I'm pretty sure that cutscene takes place in the middle of the dungeon we're about to do, and for some reason I got it mixed up in my brain.
Yeah, well, when you go, when you go to rescue Wuk Lamat, they borrow the second dungeon, the second boss in the dungeon's room for the cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so that I think that's why I got it mixed up in my head. I was like, do we not do that after this? But no, we don't. That doesn't make sense that we do after this because it should be 92 and the next trial is 93 or 91. I think it is. 91.
I did 91. Got small talk. Can't stand here all day debating if it's dangerous. Yeah. I don't know why I'm even bothering. As Quana said, once we're on the boat, there'll be a little room to fight and nowhere to run. Be a good opportunity. Yeah. Yeah. So,
You're not used to the scenario where you're in a tight, cramped spot when the word to run. How could you handle that?
Yeah, we're gonna go up the river, and then we're gonna do the goblin trial, and then on the way back from the goblin trial, or like when we're done with the goblin trial, we're about to go forward to the Yukoi. That's when the kidnapping happens.
Yeah, it was more just when the dungeon showed up that I got a little confused by. Yeah, the whole kidnapping section, I have a lot of problems with that one. Oh man, alive!
This is some peak. Is this an off-season April Fool's joke?
But we'll get there. We've got a lot to talk about with this fucking expansion.
So, one of the strong points of Dawntrail, fights. Good fight.
Yeah, they kinda. I think that was the department that hadn't fallen asleep, because I don't think there's any fight in this game that I think is like terrible. And then I mean the whole expansion.
Yeah.
There's obviously some I prefer over others, but like in the grand scheme of things, I don't think there's any fight where I'd be like, man, this blows. This is awful. I mean, even the ones I couldn't do, like the Fork Tower of Blood. Like I watched people go through that. Those are really fun fights. It's just the fucking punishment for failure is way too steep. But in a lot of cases, even if you've mastered it, it just takes one other goofball to fuck it up, and then that's it. You're out. Bye bye.
Favorite part of this dungeon? Alice auto-attacking. Get him, Alice! Look at epic action!
Huge
damage!
Yep, the one damage.
Woo! Get him!
That spellcasters always do. It's weird that like red mages do one damage like all spellcasters, but I get it for a balance reason.
It would be nice if they did like, I don't know, 100 damage. And it's like 25 with the book. I feel that's appropriate.
Yeah, nowadays it should be like a little higher.
Hello,
like back then when it was one, it makes sense, but like
come on, Alice! Come on, Alice! Get him! Get him! Yes. Yeah. Also, Aaronville knows selling it. Ah, I got him. It is Baker Judge. Oh, I'll not escape this.
Escape this.
Catosis.
Yeah, the sage is the sage. He won't escape my healing beam. Get back here. At least he doesn't have to focus release anymore.
He's replaced it. Your limit broke our boat! It's flashing red. Just a check engine light. I'm also
Oh,
confused.
that manatee is now dead. That's unfortunate.
It's dead! Farewell.
This is... I really like... They've done this in the previous expansion as well, where, like, there's a fight in the first dungeon that's just like, hi guys, here's fucking chaos, good luck.
This Dawntrail did a lot of this, and I really like it. They do panic mechanics. And the mechanics themselves aren't difficult, but there's a lot of, like, visual information going on. And so, like, in the moment, you can freak out, and then you just get hit by everything. But if you're just like, okay, keep your crap together, then it's fine. Everything's fine.
Holy shit, we've been talking more positively than negatively so far. It's almost like the gameplay of this game is actually good. What the fuck? And we had more of it.
Just everything. It's also like, it's such an easy AoE to get out of the way of, but you're just like, oh man, that would have been bad if I was in there. You're like, you panic, but you have plenty of time. So good.
I remember there was a little time on the forums where everybody was like, man, Dawntrail's actually too hard. We need to nerf the game.
Upsetting.
I'm glad they didn't actually listen to them this time round. I was a bit worried about it, but they did say they were taking into consideration for future content, which I don't think they should. There is nothing wrong with the difficulty of this content. It's level 91. You should know what the fuck you're doing right now. At least to some degree. And there's also nothing wrong with failure. I think this is an issue that a lot of the community has. Everybody seems to assume that everybody they're playing with is a World of Warcraft player, even though we know this is not how this community works. Like, I love wiping for fucking 24-man raids on day one.
The Perfect Alexander fight, there was a few wipes on that, and people didn't understand how the ad phase went.
Yes, it's a little confusing.
Well, there's a sensation of, oh, we gotta get our stuff together. Lean forward.
Yep.
I got too greedy.
Yes, I was like, is he gonna? Nah, not this time.
Almost got away with it.
Tatsu will remember this.
Well, okay, the big question. Will he be ashamed of me for being hit by the AoE or proud of me for greeting?
Well, if he decides he's gonna be ashamed of you for doing so, I'm gonna bring up his entire list of him dying on Omega. So he should be proud at the very least. He should be proud, essentially, is what I'm saying.
There are some cool weapons out of here. And I believe that this is a recolored version of the Pagalthon gear. Oh, yeah, hang on. Oh, not yet, sorry. Never mind.
Oh, no, not yet. We have to climb the ladder first.
That's right.
Ladder climbing technology.
Ladder tech! I was so hyped for ladder tech.
Dude, it really shows how this game is, that we came across a ladder and we actually climbed it. We're like, holy fuck, this game is innovating like crazy right now.
We game and now it's a ladder!
That they haven't put a ladder in a video game before. This is insane.
He appreciates the attempt.
That's the safest answer you could give in that scenario.
we did sort of set him up to fail a little bit, but what? Oh, I ran out.
Hopefully you guys didn't see that one.
Our clear pull, he got the pattern that he had to just weakly end
do nothing
from across the zone.
I think he could have done it. But we'll never have to find out now. Alright guys, pop your pants.
Alright, here we go! The fight we've been waiting for!
Alright, here it is, at the beginning. It's starting up now.
Let's get him! We're gonna get him!
And that was it. That was the entire fight that we're going to get between the Scions throughout the entire expansion. We are getting nothing else beyond this.
My favorite part of this? Rock clipping.
Oh man, I didn't even notice that.
Oh,
I was so mad about other things.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, we fight. Oh, I'm gonna find a way up there and get your ass and climb this over. And I'm going like this. I'm like, oh, no one noticed that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's actually insane that that's actually still in there, because if you do exactly what you did, which you probably would do when you're trying to fucking look at Thancred and Urianger fuck off, that's quite easy to see. I'm really surprised that actually got through.
It is absolutely.
Again, I know I didn't notice it, but I was busy. I was like, no, get back here, you fuckers! I'm gonna kick the shit out of you. Little did I realize. This is kind of cute. Just having
I like this.
Just seeing all the different players getting punned into big blobs. And then I'm always like the tallest guy there. With the big fucking hat.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Oh, there I am. I was about to say, if I didn't get one, I was going to throw a hit. What do you mean you didn't make a mimic of me? Am I not good enough? Oh, I was in there. It is also slightly unsettling because they do the weird zombie animations, and then you're killing yourself. It very messes with you a little bit, and then you're just like, all right, no, everything's fine. Let's go back to murder. Another ladder, guys.
Ladder technology.
Oh, the technology.
The issue I have with it is that, I mean, it's obvious, but they only added this because the dungeon length wasn't long enough. Even though we had a fucking moment at the beginning where we were just, like, waiting for a boat to arrive. But apparently the dungeon did not meet the quota for length, so we're gonna add ladder technology. And the players are going to lose their mind because we had them do a slightly different interaction than normal. Even though this is just the equivalent of running up and pressing a button. But at the very least, there's no prompt to ask if you want to press it or not. Sorry, I just went on a bit of a ramble there.
That's what we're here for.
Wait, who just said back off? Is that Wuk Lamat?
Yeah, that was Wuk Lamat.
I thought that was Sora. I'm not gonna lie, it sounded a little like Sora.
Oh my god. The Kingdom Hearts 4 Final Fantasy 14 crossover. Are you ready for it in 2 years?
Dude, it's gonna happen. Like, I know we memed about it, but if 7's getting in, that means that has to happen.
Dude.
Especially given what they're doing with the fucking story of Kingdom Hearts right now. They can make an excuse for why Sora is in 14's universe.
Can you wait? Can you possibly find it in yourself to wait for the scantily clad cat girls to be running around with kingdom keys in Limsa?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's so good. We will actually get the Goofy shield though. I want the Goofy outfit as a Bastion.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? That would not be a terrible idea. The double shield Goofy.
Double shield Goofy. Look. There's a lot to look forward to. And then of course, Sora goes on and be like, "Who are these Asians? They're like the Organization 13." And stare right at the camera. I can't wait. Words cannot. I cannot express. God, hang on, I need a moment. I just cracked myself. They did this shit in Second Walk because the bad guys at the end of Second Walk in Juno were like they were like shadow puppet master stuff too, and they really leaned into it because the B team wrote the Second Walk shit too. They're like, "Oh man, it's just like the Ashes. Isn't it weird that this happens?" And all these different places. Like, fuck it, are you real? I do. Sorry.
Just funny. I didn't laugh and cry.
So, puzzled myself so much I messed up my own opener. Only Tattoo knows. It'll be canon. It's accurate.
Yes, that's probably not even a joke either. It probably will be canon.
Oh, am I gonna get Vendite? No. Instincts were right.
Look, man, Fortnite is canon in the Kingdom Hearts universe. So it's gotta be. It's a really big version of you.
Oh, I got the biggest one. I'll run. Why am I running it out? Why do I care?
Alpha Nova just picked me up. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, everybody. I just got into a random bout of doing mechanics properly. I didn't mean that. It won't happen again. I always second guess myself with the butt of those things. Cause I know it's not quite like it'll reach back a little bit. If I didn't get hit, we're fine. Yeah, so this is the room where we come back to when she gets kidnapped.
Yep. That's why.
And that's why you thought.
In my head. God, I can't wait until we get to Arizona.
Oh.
So you can just bitch about this less and bitch about something else instead.
I do enjoy that you can look down and you can see them actually still there.
You know, I never actually noticed that.
Just hanging out, not repairing anything, just.
Yep, just idling.
I felt like yelling down. I'm just like, you better be working on it. I'm just like, ah, it's fine. We got the rainbow. We get the nice scenery. I'm just like, oh, it's fun. It's pretty.
Dungeon trust more often. I always go on autopilot with every other player and try to just clear the dungeon ASAP. And there's so many things to look at. I did not even know that was down there. I did not know that's how it wrapped around. Again, there are people that are working at Square Enix and know what the fuck they're doing.
I mean, there is the larger 2 packs and boss issues with dungeons, but like the dungeons themselves.
Oh yeah.
This dungeon is still fun to run through. Because they sort of worked around. Wow, they all blew up. He's sleeping, it's fine. Far away, I'm right here! Hello, reskinned Manticores. The big problem with running a trust is the time. Like you'd have been done and into your next roulette by this point.
The damage is ridiculously low. Trusts.
Also,
no, I get why, because they want to encourage you to play with other players and not trust everything. But God, they could be a little faster, surely.
If you noticed also, and this is slightly frustrating to me, but not too much, that when I was taking the piss earlier with the Alice auto attacks, that I didn't actually lose all that much time on the pole compared to when I was wailing on it earlier. It's almost like what you do doesn't matter. There was a point in time that I was trying to like figure out like the optimal, how much damage do you do, also like if you sit on it for how long, what do they do, and like watching Zero do her green communio, and like looking at the damage numbers and just like, oh, at this point if you just really suck nuts at it, they just like blow the mobs up, so you're not spending forever in the dungeon.
Yeah, there's just an attack they do every so often that just does mega damage. I wish they did it more often. I mean, how slow shit is. Also, I do like your impression of Communio if it was a Pokemon. It just happened just to...
Oh, that's the way you say Communio. It's canonical.
So all Reapers do it.
It is. If we don't say it that way, it don't come out. them. We're fine.
Hold still.
Can't confirm. Thank you, Snooty. Like no one plays Reaper.
You cannot stop us.
Is that what my DPS is so low as Reaper?
Try saying it. See what happens. Your Reaper play is pretty good though.
It's a shame it doesn't matter. Actually, nowadays it does, because the DPS on a Reaper is actually kind of fucking crazy. I don't know what they did during a patch, but they buffed his damage to an insane degree.
Wow, I got the same jewelry out of a treasure box!
I love it when that happens.
So miffed. That's several hundred gil that I just lost there. I'm being facetious. I'm a rich bitch.
Polygon, I think, is a Final Fantasy IX boss.
Oh.
I think it looks similar to this as well. There's a lot of 9 in this.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's less subtle later, but I believe this is a boss from 9.
That's pretty nice. That's a nice little, this little touch. It is fun running this with somebody who's not run it, and they just get wrecked.
There's a few good gotchas in here, where if you know Obscuriance's bag of tricks, they'll actually catch you off guard. Like when he jumps around like an idiot, the base assumption is, okay, we need to see where he stops, then run towards him. But if you actually run towards him, there's no space to dodge his AoEs. There's also the TB into Donut. So if you're a spellcaster, it's like, oh, it's just a time boss job, just sit across the map and not worry about it. But if you're a good spellcaster and you do that, that means you can,
That's the one you're talking about.
Yes, that's the one. It got me off guard, because like, there's so many attacks in this game where it does this sort of thing, and then it does a donut afterwards. So I'm chasing it down, but it's not in this case.
No. Come on.
I do like the way mechanics are like overlapped on top of one another. They aren't like bang, 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 bang. There's enough time between they all get thrown out for you to actually resolve all of them, but it's the fact that you're just getting loaded with info. This just makes people panic.
The panic mechanics. And so, like, you get hit by that, you're freaking out. So good.
And then we get this mechanic, which they've been using a bit more often, and I quite like it.
There's a, yep. Ah, damn it.
What? Where are you going?
Albino!
Alphino, you do not need to be that close to the boss. If your melee wants in, you move the fuck out of the way. then again, it does require you to have trust in your other player to actually take advantage of the slot you give to them.
You already said, oh, never mind. Ah. Such a good fight.
Alright, do we get the pet first goal?
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I have the pet on my main. When we run Sky Deep Cenote, if I get the card, I'm going to be absolutely livid. I have run that place at like 10 times. Oh, I learned Zancian! I'm upset. Let's see. River's Breath Staff.
Rip.
I ain't bad. I ain't bad.
That's a glam that can work with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is.
You can do like a tribal black maids kind of a look. The lack of dye options do kind of hit it a bit. You can make it work. It's like.
Do you want to know who might rock that type of staff?
Who?
Sadu might rock that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's the kind of, if you throw on some Azim Step stuff, or get like some, maybe some like, trying to think what kind of a job like wears like furs.
Well, Tank does, but I'm trying to remember
like,
if there is another one.
There's some, I think there's a PvP set that you have like a fur robe thing. That's the energy. That's the energy you can bring with that. Hello, Crobat. Not bad. Yeah, the lack of dye hurts a bit, but you can make it work.
All right, back to this thing that we were doing.
This is as far as we can go on foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
Hey! Everyone all right?
Hello. We turned off the check engine light.
We just replaced it with a new manatee. It's like changing a tire.
That was rude. You might not catch up to you. Those caverns you traversed were dug by the Yokoi in their search for gold. Remnants of their excavations can be found throughout this region. Well, I appreciate the lesson, oh wise guide. Are we landing this boat anytime soon? Our journey's almost over. For proof of that, you need only look ahead. Oh, the new manatee! Falls are impressive enough from a distance. It's almost too much now.
I'm going to be in a quick BRB, but I don't think we're going to have any civil discussion in the meantime, so I'll be back as soon as I can.
Oh no, you're going to miss Wuk Lamat opening up about her well-known hatred of boats. Love our boats. Are you? Oh, you're not all right. I should be surprised if she was. Even without the nausea, we're all spent. With a mountain shelter nearby, a resting spot for those who've ascended the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. I need the strength for a short walk, Wuk Lamat. We can rest along the way, too. Just carry her. Promise is meant to lead from the front, not mule and moan like a sick kitten. Don't look at me. the anti-Hrothgar beam has been trained upon me. Wuk Lamat. Ignore me. It's a nausea talking. I'm fine, really. Lead on. I'll follow. Very well. But if I might say one thing, if I might, that's because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You needn't bear this burden alone, so please don't hesitate to talk to us. Remember the power of friendship. Oh. So. It'd be great for a walk it off about right now. But we have leaders rely on others, and then everyone's allowed to be weak sometimes. I'm not saying everyone's allowed to be weak sometimes. Other people can be weak sometimes. This is another one that you're just like, well, some warrior of lights would not be caught dead saying that, so I guess you do the other one. Like a nice cheeky walk it off, and then like getting dressed down by Cryo. I believe this is my problem alone. Perhaps you have the right of it. All right, I'll talk about things. Give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. Longfellow, I can never tell anyone when I was confused or hurting. That admitting weakness would bring shame to Papa's name. There's some of that great parenting coming through again. But if you say you're willing to listen, then there are things I'd like to talk about. Come on, let's catch up with the others. Remember, Wuk Lamat, you never talk about your problems. That worked for me, and I'm Dawnservant. Anything, I am getting this aetherite. Fine. Do the store. Oh no, wait a minute. No, they're going ahead. Southwest. Ah, over there. Oops. I meant to hit this button. I completely missed it. I'm on my company issued chocobo. Oh, enemies are level 92. Exciting. 1/5 of the way through the expansion. I've decided to share. I feel so nervous. Place is called Many Fires for the constant stream of peddlers and travelers who make camp here after climbing the stairs. Side of the region is so different from where the Hano live. The striking colors of the vegetation below. Yeah, those are some striking colors. We should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we must needs to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. Let's settle in. We'll need a cook fire, and there's meal preparation to be done.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawnservant?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there.
That'd be awfully convenient for the story if you went there at any point in your existence. She is really...
As far as I'm concerned, Zoraal Ja Ja is my only parent.
She is extremely sheltered, which is weird, but...
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love.
That is to say, no love at all. He was neglectful to all of us equally.
One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding. But the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died.
No wonder she's
I
a
know.
shut-in.
Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise.
Never go back into the forest. Here are all the ways you can die, tiny, impressionable child. God, another one. Add it to the pile. Insufferable, this
For all
man.
the good it did. There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything. I've
That's 'cause
lived
you're dumb.
such
Sorry, I'm back.
a
Hey, welcome back.
sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people.
So I have a working theory that the Dawnservant is why Wuk Lamat is sheltered. Blaming him for this, too.
Yeah, I mean, could be.
I don't have Kona's education or Zoraal Ja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
He's going through it, guys. Yeah, you should probably give up. Oh, the music went out.
Why? Because my father built a nation where everyone can live in peace, and I want to keep it that way.
Didn't Kwana want to also keep it that way? But did I miss something?
I
They
think I see what you're saying.
they talk past the fact that Kawana's fine, actually. Why are you here, Wuk Lamat? She's just all bothered by Zoraal Ja's aura, apparently. She heard a rumor that Zoraal Ja wants to go on a campaign and get his ass kicked by the entirety of Eorzea, and she's upset by that. So she's like, nah.
It's fine. Zoraal Ja's just all bark and full of shite.
It is. The more people
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that right now, but we're gonna learn that pretty quickly.
the more people that buy into it that shouldn't buy into it, the worse it gets. The worse it gets. It was because at this point, we were looking at Zoraal Ja, it's like, oh, he's pretty competent. He's kicking ass. Like, maybe he is going to follow through with this. We have no idea. He's just an absolute loser.
My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers.
Other people should have known. Thancred should have known. God.
It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something.
Ryle?
To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm pretty sure I made that joke to myself when I was playing through this.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool.
Yep.
From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihiolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
I appreciate it, Wuk Lamat. But you needn't take on that burden as well.
Kryl doesn't trust her.
Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Meanwhile, in the second promises camp.
Something a little more interesting may be happening.
Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two? Wuk Lamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
It's rubber facing it again!
Helping you has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it. Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alize on her rear.
This so mad. You can't! Alize. He singles out Alize. He knows who's gonna give him the fight.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Even he's like, so mad. You can't.
Oh, fuck.
You can't lay this gauntlet down and then walk.
Surrounded herself with distinguished figures, indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates. The head of the students of Baldessian. And then there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If she's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us. Not that I've any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tuli Yolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better, and I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help
Thancred.
you refine that approach.
Thancred, be cheeky. Mom's dead, you don't have to say it.
But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawnservant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
Wouldn't that be nice to close this loophole?
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
Meanwhile, with the first promise.
Dancing around like it's a soap opera.
Your rivals still lag behind.
Oh, here's the fucking vizier.
The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you.
This fucker just causing mental damage.
How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawnservant.
This fucker, I swear. You're breaking him! We can fix it!
Such titles mean nothing.
I neglected to mention. When I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Zoraal Ja Ja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it.
Somebody has to make the alliance raids.
Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
Who says this shit, right? Red flag, come on! Zoraal Ja, wake up!
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception.
God, he's...
What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
Just drag him. Go over to goddamn Jafar and just punch him as hard as you can. You go over to him and you're like, idiot, you're fine. You just slap him. You fix this. These are all things that could have happened at any point in the last 30 goddamn years.
It is. He's bad at like so many things.
He's so what's in. Oh, meanwhile, Bakool Ja Ja
moving around in a soap opera.
Yeah.
Today on Emmerdale.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all.
So it's also like doubly frustrating. Like it really is. Zoraal Ja just needed to hang out with better people. He fell in with the wrong crowd. And at any point, his dad could have noticed and pulled him aside and said, "Son, let me get you something better. Why don't you hang out with your other siblings? I don't know, play blocks or some shit."
Son, we're gonna get a Happy Meal today. That was all it took. One
God,
Happy Meal. That was it.
Damn. Why is this storyline? Why? And it's also like he didn't have to be Dawnservant to do a good job. It's also great that Koana realizes this on his own. Koana gets to this point. Good. Fixed him. So this is actually go on.
So I'll let you. I was gonna say, like, it's annoying me that this story, there's so much potential sitting in it, and it just everybody's lame. Like, it's just so squandered in many ways.
You can, if you wanted Zoraal Ja to be the guy who like turns into the villain, like there are so many different ways you could have done it.
Yep.
But in like, particularly in this kind of, in 14, like the fall from grace comes with the redemption arc, which he doesn't get for some reason, despite being a hero with this, like, literally his own set of flaws. If the Warrior of Light were to hang out with Zoraal Ja instead of with Wuk Lamat, his ass would have been fixed in about 10 minutes. Like, you see how, like, literally right here, like, with Wuk Lamat, she gets off the boat, and she's hanging out with us in the fellow loser brigade. And she's just like, you know what, I should work on myself. That is the amount of time Zoraal Ja would have been like, maybe I should work on myself. That's it. That's it. Could have all been fixed. Could have all been fixed. So anyway, what is interesting about this particular scene is that they're trying to play up Bakool Ja Ja as a badass, because this is the boss that we just fought, that we had the first time through. You probably would have had a pretty good time of it, you know, a pretty tough fight. And then they're like, oh, Bakool Ja Ja just pushed him over, no big deal. So, which then makes later things much more questionable, almost.
I wonder if the house cat is dead yet. Be a shame to lose a plaything, but we'd still have 2 more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliyollal after you take the throne?
I love how this is when this guy asks. Not at no time before this scene does minion number 4 go up to the boss and say, what are you gonna do when you become boss? He's been sitting on this the whole time, apparently. But again, backwards writing. They need somebody to ask this question to Bakool Ja Ja, and the only people around Bakool Ja Ja are his stupid minions. So one of his stupid minions asks the question, even though it then makes this stupid minion feel like you didn't ask this at any point. Or you don't know this guy already, the guy who just literally spouts out all of his plans out loud around you. There's no way out of this that makes you look good. Anyway.
What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority. That would surely please Mother and Father.
Oh, daddy issues.
Yes, and when we become Dawnservant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our kin to live in the city.
Your king can already live in the city. That's literally the whole fucking point of your zone.
Fine idea. Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle.
Quite literally.
Do it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it. Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
Let's just show how evil he really is. Oh, you should have just died on the boat. You should have just passed away because you're that much of a loser because you're not as cool as me. I'm so evil, guys.
That's what it is. The only reason he does this is so they can bust out those who can't keep up will be left behind.
This is another thing that just annoys me. It's so transparently fucking obvious it was gonna happen.
I mean, it's like, what? So, what is the risk analysis of letting the guy catch his breath? 5 minutes?
Yes.
Like, what are you doing with these 5 minutes? You are literally just monologuing to a corpse for the past 5 minutes. Clearly, you're not in a rush to do anything. But again, we need the scene. We need to show this guy only cares about power. Bring in hapless minion number 2 who should have known this shit from the beginning to say, oh my god. Absolute.
It especially annoys me later when we find out his entire motivation for what he's doing right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's, it is bothering me that he's just like, we'll invite our family to the city. I was just like, you do understand the systemic problem with Mamook is that everyone's leaving because that place sucks. So your answer is just to have more people leave and not to fix anything. That's utter clown show.
My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
Or catch your breath.
But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind. I'm begging you.
God, I fucking hate this scene.
Artificial evil. There's no loyalty, there's only power. We've run out of people to cut to, so the soap opera is now over. Oh, sorry, Kryle, I didn't mean to talk to you twice. I didn't mean to talk to you once, but here we are. Everybody's just agreeing with the slop. Dude, I love that we've hit a point where Alfino just brings up the Crystal Braves on his own. Like he's just like, we've all pointed and laughed at him for so long that he just does it himself before we can do it.
That's my technique.
I know. You
can't make fun of me if I do it first.
That's what he's doing. Look at this. I have some small experience in the pressure of leadership and crumbling beneath his weight, as you well know. So like he senses. Like he goes to Wuk Lamat and be like, if you want to talk to somebody, he's fucked. He's just like, he gets ahead of it. The Alfino's tactical. So I love this character growth. I love the Crystal Brave stuff. Rare Alfino W on the side talks. Being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted from my chest and I can make a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better. We'll be better. Yes, yes, yes. We're getting 1,000,000 XP per quest now, guys. What do we got? On the trail. Some of these like random ass titles for MSQ progress. Like if you bust these out, like where the hell do you get this? I'm just like, you have it. Just confuse people because no one who's on the trail. Who decides that's their thing? Unless there's like a big Oregon Trail fan. Actually, never mind. I answered my own question. Never mind. Continuing. Moblin settlement of Earthenshire is not so far from here, but be warned the road will be taking his favorite hunting ground for bandits. I love running that fate, and then you just thrash all the bandits. Stairs currently impassable. They're fueled travelers, meaning the brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Although considering present company, I suppose my concern is unwarranted. Bandits on the road. What have Zoraal Ja and Landsguard been doing? Wuk Lamat, just cheeky side swipe. She's still a spoiled, sheltered princess. He's like, it's up to me to restore order to the area. Ah, look at her neighborhood watch badge. Off she goes again. For now, we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. I tuned to this, right? Yes. Cutscene just so long, I forgot. We're in the 77 yalms to the west. I'm going west, right? Okay. $381. Getting that zone XP now. Thinking about Mook again, I'm getting mad. Systemic food problems that could have been solved at any time. Absolutely. His own people, too. His own people. Ugh, I want to rip into it so badly.
We'll get there. We'll have so much to chew into.
Scouted ahead, there's an aether current here. Well, we're out of these bandits. It's raining. Apparently, we're not fools enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is a little farther ahead on the opposite bank. Forsooth. Southeast? We're running past it. We go far enough away, I'll wait for the rep. Nope. You'll latch onto that ether current. Oh man. I know there's one like here in the cracked cistern. If we're not close enough to that one yet. They're all down there. Another city built around an Aether Knight. So what monument was here 3 years ago that they ripped out? This, like, there's some of the other ones there's a bit of plausible deniability. This one, absolutely not. This is the layout of this town. What was here 4 years ago? What did they rip out for Koana's designs?
Fountain.
Fountain? Feels fountainy.
Fountain. I provided them with clean water. But they decided, why bother when you can teleport to clean water? And then realized that most of them can't use it.
Oh, good. So this is Earthenshire. What a line! Oh, I'm so glad I clicked you, Wuk Lamat. Fields where the lay of pots from the Tuliyolal saga took place. Earthenshire, Idleshire. Might the similarity be a cultural inclination? Settlements themselves couldn't be more different, though. The Shire appears custom-built to resemble pots, while the others are a repurposed town. They would have done pots. They didn't have a town already. Welcome to Earthenshire. I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise and her retinue. Looking for the Dawnservant Elector, if you happen to know who it is. It's her. It's Red Rock. Much as Red Rock would like to do just that, we have a much more pressing worry. Storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands for the Potsworn were injured. There's no time for feats of metal tests. Learning the storm did the stairs, I feared you'd been caught in this path. What are the Potsworn? Goldsmiths contract to work for the Moblins. Moblins find the Potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metal work in Tyrell. Uh-oh. She's disappointed. Best they could, should never have left Wachumeqimeqi. She quit. Potsworn desert us. Without enough healthy help hands, we are failing to uphold our side of the pack. How fickle must this be? There's a typhoon. I'm leaving because this place isn't good. We just had our typhoon. Very fickle. Said all our Potsworn leave Earthenshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something and do it soon. We can help. Of course, here we go. I could use a nap. Come on, you should help too. What Viola means to say is we'll all help. I doubt anyone's gonna sit around and watch. Take every help hand we can get. Oh, we're gonna go help hand people. Let's help out around town. Yeah. She's resolute in her new vows to be true to herself at all times.
Man, you sounded really into that film. Really immersed.
All you needed to say was, I meant what I said back at Many Fires. Come, let's go to work. And then they took 4 more lines and put it in between those two things. Can't meet his obligations without more help hands. We are here with help hands. What Rakkork needs is for new help hands to create good living for Potsworn. Help hand assigned was hurt during the rock rain, so took over, but he knows nothing. What does he want? What does he need? Help hands do not bother the Potsworn with straight tasks. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare things with guest think. Guest think with me. Must be Kahe. It would be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him, but that's not the way they do things around here, apparently. So we're not going to do the obvious thing. I'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guessing. We'll borrow Yugiri's blow dart. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, we can't zoom in. Tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones. Be boiling, sitting so close to the furnace, and there's no airflow to speak of. No shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. Barely touches his meal. If this is meant to be eaten hot, or it loses its savor. Oh, we have an idea. I found some very obvious things that you probably could have figured out. Notice Kai touches food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking. Our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? I can help you with that. My brother Kwana is also a historo, and while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kai probably wouldn't have been able to eat it until it cooled down. And by the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold or unappetizing. The simple solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter what the temperature. That wasn't the only reason he couldn't concentrate. Hester homeland is hot and dry, but even Kai seems to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way you could cool down the workshop? We need a thingy. Which we get from the place. Salvage from the wrecks. I'm gonna go on a forage. One more thing. From what I could tell, Kai's files and saws and things are very worn down. Maybe it's a new set of tools. Sure, let's get him new tools. Chills no returners past the crags. I'll fill my map out, don't worry. Oh, that's right. We're being handheld to go there because it's at this point it is actually off the map. But it's that way.
The thing I love about doing the tower is that people love watching me die, and then as soon as I'm dead, then they start healing me. Like, a bit late there, buddy.
You're all in the same party, right?
We're all in the same group, but we can only make a party of 8. And you assign parties when you get in. I'm not in a party. Apparently, I did not get invited, which actually makes sense because there are 17 people here. So I'm the odd one out. But, you know, I'm sitting on 1 HP for a while, don't get any heals, and then I'm dead. And as soon as I get up, everybody's like, alright, everybody heal up. Like, I'm getting 6 healers all throwing healing at me. And it's like, alright, you could have done that earlier, and I wouldn't have died.
Hey guys, it's Kawana. I am looking for salvage. Ah, the issue with caring for the pot sword. When they approached me with the same problem, I suggested they commission artisans in Charlie, and instead, quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. However, the Moblins did not care for that idea. Surely it would be more effective to engage a uniformly trained collective. I can't understand their fixation on individual contracts. Perhaps a custom will make more sense once we begin the feat of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in a matter of help hands, and are instead tasked with tending the injured. You're on our way back from procuring herbs Settlements in Ihuykatumu too have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would come of the wounded had we not found a way here? Should I become Dawnservant, one of my first acts will be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital. I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology. Doubting. I have much to consider. Bye, Thancred. We should be fighting! Northwest? Over there. Yeah, southeast. Yeah, I think this is one of the freebies along the way. A Marlboro. There it is. The Tirali marble. Ooh. All the way to the east. Yeah, it's that one. We need drafty shard. So, bright green crystal. Not the blue one or the red one. I do appreciate it when there's some context clues to make things move faster. That one's all the way over there, and then there's one that's over there. And that was there's a few. Okay, there would be a couple down by the birds, I think, that I didn't get yet. Because I was just like, I'm not just gonna log in to get ether current, so I'm not doing side quests. But now that I have access to the top area, I can just scoop all the ones I'm missing up. Brisk breeze emanating from this wind crystal can be used to fill sails or cool, stuffy workshops. Thank you for finding your drafty shard. Cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Hestero. We'll see. Sounds of eating. Wondering what occasion called me for receive so many visitors. Fine meal, no tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a pact. Grateful for your kind considerations. I'll be a moment or two and will reciprocate with a piece worthy of a potsword. Goldsmithing sounds. Oil lamp to brighten the halls of Wuk. The craftsmanship satisfied. Earthenshire's reputation for quality, I trust. Yes. Considering the time it wasted until now, I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. We take our contract seriously here in Earthenshire. Unless we decide not to and we walk out for a dramatic effect. Hi, Koana. Told the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with defeat. Thanks for letting me know. Thank you for your words of praise. I drew inspiration from Kusamuka's natural beauty and sought to capture my work. I wonder why the Moblins not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlie and goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One does not create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Tulliola, unfortunately, does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it there. Hint, hint. I was raised among Hestero, more traditional than most, and the shared ingenuity of Charles' various peoples was eye-opening. You lived as a traditional Hestero. I have few fond memories of nomadic life. Uh-oh, you're on the cusp of giving backstory. Yeah, fade that to black before we get him. It's too early. It's too early, Koana. After which he'll patch content. You don't deserve it, but, you know. With that, I could forget that time. Tell me more! Anyway. I tried serving the dish we prepared for Kahe. It was so good, I had a second helping. Hope you gave them different food. Anyway. Very grateful. Thank you both. When it comes to help handing, knowing the Pachorn, really blah blah. Eat of pots. Lecter bids to claim it's assembled in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Thancred and Urianger. Ran into the level year twins on the way there. I took the liberty to direct him to the venue. Look at him, he's being nice. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I knew the feat was starting, but even now, he's conscientious to a fault. Anyhow, any road. Ooh. Cutscene enjoyers. They have the
Those
same.
exist?
They have the. They're standing right on top of each other, and they have the same free company name. Is there a cutscene that dumps you out here? Oh, yes, there is. Never mind. Anyway, thank you for assisting. Help hand Rakarak. She will announce the feat once the other claimants arrive. So please be patient a little while longer.
Oh, it's that music that says you can skip the cutscene.
The Realm Reborn track. Still getting wheeled out. Happy to report that we were able to convince one of the Pachorn to stay. So did we. Welcome to Earthenshire. Hail the mighty Zoraal Ja. He cleared many piles of rockfall as if they were pebblestone. The resilient son for Dawnservant. Being a nice guy. Helping out his people who he cares for deeply. Zoraal Ja was clearing falling rocks. I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well, well, we meet again. We're all here. Just in time for the feat to begin. I bet he was already here laying low while the rest of us did all the work. I don't know if he can lay low. Also, isn't it more his style just to like stand around and say I'm doing nothing? F you guys. Allie's saying with the rare missed shot. Yes.
We can't be calling out the obvious like that. Look, are you a writer for this video game? I didn't think so.
There was, in the middle of Shadowbringers, when they're like slinging shit left and right, I'm just like, this is a feat. This is a level of mastery I will never reach. This though, I don't know. I have a punch of chance. Hang on. There you go. Here it comes. Many of our potsherds left us following the storm. Precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in much jingly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. Tuliyola merchants will suffer. So Red Rock sent you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring back here to us. So to recruit.
Gee. I wonder who it could be.
Pulling as a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness to the throne? You're free to refuse Red Rock's request. You'll be happy to inform the Dawnservant of Zoraal Ja's disqualification. Maximum sass. I appreciate it. You notice how she doesn't even answer the question? She just said, you don't have to do it if you want, dumbass. The right is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. Then Red Rock declares the feat of pots begun, but remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. The lecturer said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. The most ill-advised target.
I am glad this happens, though.
It is. It's so good. And just continues to elevate Zoraal Ja to the level of, oh, this guy's a real deal. So they can just fumble that ball. A nasty bruise up to something. Yeah, okay. We were all in this cutscene. We saw it. He may seek to delay us again as he did on the river, but we can remain vigilant while we plot our course. Any candidates in mind to satisfy his feet? Miss Sheltered Princess who doesn't know anybody? I have some artists amongst my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. I couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Tuliyola to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Kawana probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing, as you understand. It's just a statement of fact. Suppose we could try asking around Wachumeqimeqi. Alright, let's get at it. Blow this popsicle stand. I mean, you have to take the boat again. No, I didn't attune. Here we go. I do enjoy the obvious revelation. Throwing a temper tantrum. Brave of you to admit, in any case, Kryle's just like, nope, scrape her off the floor. We'll be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. Oh, that's the... that's where this comes from.
I knew it came from somewhere. I was just trying to remember where, but now we know.
There it is. If you too want to make a about to cry Wuk Lamat meme, this is the panel. This is the template for you. It is that moment of, well, we told her to open up. We just gotta get her through the paces. Oh, they dumped us back.
Hey, Skipper, you fancy sending us back real quick?
Real quick, like. There is... It is weird that the teleporter is right there. There is an inconsistency about... Oh, everybody can teleport. Oh, we don't teleport when it's... When it would be more interesting to... Like, if you're going somewhere, yeah, you have to schlep it there. But then once you're there, you just use the crystals that Kawana put everywhere. I think.
Yeah, like Kawana put all that effort and put them fucking everywhere. Nobody's fucking using them.
But I just think that Wuk Lamat never attuned to the one Tuliola, so she had to take the boat back. So this is a Wuk Lamat problem, and she's still not going to attune. She's not going to learn her lesson. We know they teleport because they stole our money. It's true. It's very true. It's all true. Well, this is as good a stopping point as any.
Yeah, we can get her kidnapped next time.
Yeah, well, the feeder pod's so goddamn boring. And then...
Yeah, it is. It is, but...
Tataru just fleecing us in the background. It's true. All those teleport refunds went right into her pockets and she never gave it around. But anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out. We got through. One of my more bitter moments is that these cult shots. They just kept the whole time. They kept pushing like, oh, we gotta do this fight. I want to do this fight. This will be fun. Even now, they're planting the seeds of Kawana not being that bad of a guy, and we're not really gonna fight. I'm just like, you can't do this to me. And they did. Then they did it to him. So, anyway, more video games come. Thanks everybody for watching me play the video games. Man, we're gonna get it. Yeah, I think we will definitely get to the kidnapping next time. And oh my goodness gracious, are we gonna ain't no way. Anyway, something to look forward to. Please look forward to it, everybody.